today I am going to be telling you guys how I met Luka, my boyfriend, and just a little bit about our relationship and how we came to be, you know, in the place that we are right now, because a lot of people don't know. So before I start this video, I just wanted to say that this video is sponsored by the app called Lady Popular, and it's a really cool app. I've been playing it for days now. All morning I've been playing it. It's really cool, so you can customize and make your own avatar, and you can go like to the mall, you can go like once you unlock certain levels, you can like start unlocking like the world of, you know, fashion and beauty and, you know, pets and furniture. You can customize your home, you can design it however you want. You can go to the club and pick out your own boyfriend and control that relationship. If you want to break up with them or not, or if you want to continue the relationship. You can get your own pet. There's so many things that you can do. You can like go and challenge other people and win new points and earn diamonds. You earn money and points, and with that you can buy new things and more things. You guys can search each other up and like play against each other and be a part of the fan club. So if you guys are interested in doing that, I just think it's fun to like be your own avatar and like make it anything that you want. I like it to look like me, so I gave mine silver hair. I gave it the same hair as me and the same kind of style and look as me. I like to change it up every once in a while. And you guys can customize yourselves, like you can, in your popularity, you can add more to your creativity, beauty, generosity, loyalty, style, devotion to your pets. It's really cool. It's kind of like Sims, but more like modernized, which is really cool. You can go to the beauty salon, you can change your face to make it look more like you. This is a really cool app, so if you guys want to check it out, go right ahead. I have a bunch of links in my description for that, so go and check it out. Thank you so much, Lady Popular, for sponsoring this video, and I'm having a lot of fun with this app. So, how I met Luka. Oh my goodness. Okay, so first of all, if you guys are wondering, like Luka, he doesn't really like the camera. He doesn't really like that kind of attention. He is more of an introvert and he's kind of shy. So like he doesn't really like being on the camera. Like he doesn't mind being in like my vlogs and filming for me and like making a little appearance here and there, but to like sit down and like film a video with me, it's not really his thing. So I'm just gonna respect that, and I hope you guys do too. He loves you guys, he loves what I do, he's really supportive, and he's a great guy. So there's nothing that's like about him that is, oh, I don't want to do that, whatever. It's just not his thing. Like he doesn't really feel comfortable being in front of the camera for a full video and being all over the internet to get criticized and whatnot. So I respect his opinion and he respects my work. So now that that's out of the way, Luka and I met on an app, a dating app, Tinder to be exact, and Tinder has a little bit of a bad reputation because a lot of people use it as like a hookup app. I had just recently broken up with the guy, the emotionally abusive guy that I talked about in my previous videos, and I was dating him for a long time and I was living with him, and then I moved home. I started using this app maybe like 3 months after we broke up, and I had no idea what I was doing. Like I didn't know the dating game. I literally had no idea what I was doing. I didn't know how to use it. I didn't know what it was for. I was kind of naive. I just assumed that it was like actually for dating. But after about 4 or 5 days of using it, I got really frustrated because the guys that were on there were really forward and kind of rude and really pushy, and all they wanted to do was hook up. So I decided to delete the app. And when I swiped right on Luka's and I messaged him, I told him, after we were kind of talking for a little bit, I told him, like, you know what, give me your phone number, I'm gonna delete this app because I hate it, and we can talk and see if things, you know, progress that way. Thank God for that, because I had deleted the app and I was texting Luka for the longest time, and we had a lot in common. I was really attracted to him, and we ended up calling each other on the phone all the time, and we ended up Skyping each other, because before I met up with him, because you guys have to know, it could be very dangerous to meet up with somebody that you meet online, because they might not be who they say they are, you know, catfish. So I got him to Skype me before I ended up meeting up with him, and we would talk on the phone and Skype for hours at a time. And one of the things that we really bonded over was music, because we both love like classic rock, alternative rock. He had never met a girl that loves Guns N' Roses as much as he did, so it was love right away. I ended up meeting him at a local Tim Hortons, because Canadians, we gotta go to our Tim Hortons, in a public place, and we hit it off, and we were there talking for a really long time. I was super, super nervous, and I ended up breaking my Tim Hortons cup in front of him because I was so nervous and I was really fidgety, and that was really embarrassing. But he was like able to talk and like start conversations and like continue talking with me. Like he's really good at talking to people, like, you know, like he's kind of antisocial, but at the same time, like if he really cares to have a conversation, like he will keep up a really good conversation. And in my past, when I've been on dates, it's gotten really awkward. There's been awkward silences. I don't really know what to say. I'm really nervous, but with him, like he just keep, you know, talking, keep the conversation going, which is really good. We ended up going for a drive because he drives standard, and I've never driven standard before, and I've always kind of liked the idea, so I wanted to try it out for myself. So the first day I ever actually physically met him, he let me drive his car, and we went to like this really big abandoned parking lot so that he could teach me how to drive standard. And at first I was really good at it, but then the one time that I stalled the car, I just kind of, it went downhill from there, because when you stall a standard car, it's an emotional thing. It's really dramatic. Like the car like stops, it gets really loud, it's like a jolt, you get whiplash, it's not fun. So that kind of scared me, and I decided that driving his car and breaking it probably wouldn't be the best idea. So anyways, after that we started, you know, meeting up for dinners, going out, going for drives, calling on the phone. I have pictures, like screenshots of our phone calls that had lasted like 5 hours long, 5, 6, 7 hours long. I'm not even joking. Like that's how long we would talk, like seriously. Before him, I hadn't really been in a good, healthy relationship where the guy would do things for me and compliment me and make me feel good about myself and pay for things, and you know, I was always the one to do all that stuff and never got treated that way back. So when I worked at a salon for my apprenticeship, I worked really far from our like general location where our house was, because he only lived 10 minutes away from me, but I worked about an hour away. And one night I was finishing up a shift, and he said, like, do you want me to come and meet up with you for dinner, like where you are? And I was like, what? Like you're gonna come to me? Like really? Like are you sure you want to do that? Like it's a bit of a drive. And he was like, yeah, like I'll meet you. And I was so like taken back by that, because I didn't expect him to offer to come to me and like meet me. It's so out of the way, like it's so far, but he did. So I'm like, wow, this guy really likes me. Like that made me feel really special. At the end of each date, he kept trying to kiss me, and I didn't kiss him because, you know, I was still heartbroken from my last relationship, and I was still kind of trying to get over that. And so I didn't want to jump into anything. I was still really hurt, and I had a lot of trust issues, so I made him wait. And then finally we went on a date to this bar where there's dancing, We had a few drinks and we went on the dance floor and we started dancing together. And mutually, in the perfect moment as we were dancing, we kissed. Like, it was our first kiss. And it was really nice. It was one of the best I've ever had in my life. So usually first kisses are really awkward and bad and weird, and that one was really good. So that's a good sign. We started, you know, hanging out a lot more often and like going out and hanging out with each other's friends and, you know, doing stuff like that, activities, going out. But we weren't official yet. Like, we weren't boyfriend, girlfriend, that kind of thing, because I kept telling him, this is just a summer fling. It's not gonna go anywhere. Like, it'll just be like over the summer, it'll just be a little fling. It's, you know, because I kind of saw him as like a little bit of a rebound, as bad as that sounds. Like, I didn't want anything. Like, I didn't want a relationship, a serious relationship, because I was still heartbroken and I had trust issues and I didn't want to jump into anything that fast. Like, I wanted to be single for a long time before I got into another relationship after the one that I had just had. So I kept telling him, this isn't gonna go anywhere, this is just for this summer, this is just for fun, blah blah blah. And he was just like, yeah, okay, whatever. So a few months go by and he ends up taking me to the drive-in. And at the drive-in, you know, he gave me a little like sweet speech about how he really liked me and he thought I was so beautiful and he really enjoyed his time with me. And I could feel myself getting like really uncomfortable and like really nervous, because I knew this guy's gonna ask me to be his girlfriend, and I wasn't, it's not even like I wasn't ready. I was just so insecure and so scared, because all of the emotions and the feelings that I had felt in my past relationship with the emotional abuse and the mental abuse and all of that came rushing back, and I was like, I don't want to feel that way again. I don't want to be heartbroken again. So it was me just being scared to put myself out there. So I remember I cut him off. I was really rude. I cut him off and I was like, listen, I really like you, but like as a friend right now, I don't really want anything right now. I can't, like, looking back, I can't believe I did that. Like, I'm so stupid. That same night, you know, the vibe kind of changed because he seemed really disappointed. And I really had a bad feeling, like, about what I said, and like instant regret kind of thing. When he dropped me off, he gave me this really cute elephant from Homesteads, like this really bohemian wooden carved elephant. And he gave that to me, and I, like, it was so sweet. And he said that he had something else that he was hoping to give me, but that could wait until another time. So I had a feeling that that was kind of his, like, gonna be his, like, will you be my girlfriend proposal. But from what I told him beforehand, he was like, okay, no, this girl's not ready for that. As soon as he drove off and I was alone in my house looking at my elephant and thinking about what I said to him at the drive-in, I had so much regret, like so much. I was like, what the hell? Like, I just ruined what could have been a perfect night for me. And like, what am I thinking? Like, this guy's so great and he's so sweet, and I just like ruined everything. So I ended up calling him or texting him or something and saying to him that I'm so sorry and that I was so scared of jumping back into it and had nothing to do with him. It was all me, like, genuinely. And I really liked him and I really did want to be with him. So if he wanted to try and ask me one more time, I wouldn't say no. So a few weeks go by and we end up going on a really nice summer hike leading up to a waterfall. And when we went to the waterfall, we sat on, like, really, like, right next to the waterfall, and he asked me then to be his girlfriend, and I said yes. And I have pictures of that day when he asked me to be his girlfriend, and I said yes. And then that night he gave me what he had planned to give me at the drive-in, and it was a written letter saying that he wanted to jump in with this with me, and he really liked me and he liked everything about me, and it was really romantic and really like old school, and I really appreciated it and I'll never forget it. And so yeah, that's how we met and that's how we became boyfriend, girlfriend. And after that, you know, everything has been amazing. You know, we have been on a lot of vacations together. We've gone to Montreal, Dominican, Vegas, Grand Canyon. We've gone to Tobermory and stuff like that. We spent our 1 year in Tobermory, and that was amazing. It was truly something that we will never forget. Whenever we think about the best times of our relationships, that is one of them. That's like one of the best. And we spent our 2-year anniversary at Niagara, and 3 years hopefully coming up in a few months in June. We will be going somewhere, and I think for our 4-year anniversary we're gonna go back to Tobermory, and I have a feeling that something really special is gonna happen there. But I'm not gonna say what I think it is because I don't wanna, like, knock on wood. I'm not gonna say anything of what I hope that is, but guys, relationships aren't perfect. You know, Luka and I have had our serious fights, and we've learned that communication and honesty is so important. So important. Like, you can't forget about that. If you have something on your mind or something on your chest, something that's bothering you, you've got to talk about it no matter what. Like, your feelings are always valid. Even if you think you're being over dramatic or whatever, like, your feelings are valid and they should be heard and they should be listened to. So, you know, that's what we've learned in our relationship so far, and we have grown up a lot. Like, we have truly matured and grown up, and you know, I was the first girl that he ever brought home and introduced to his family and met his friends and his, you know, I have a really good relationship with his family and a really good relationship with his sister. Like, she's one of my good friends now, and yeah, I love his friends, he loves my friends. Like, I've never been with a guy that my family loves, like, really truly approves of. Like, my family normally, like, will find anything, like, not to like about my previous boyfriends. Like, they're really picky because they are just protective of me, but they really love Luka. Like, they truly do. And now that we're living together, things have just been really great, and I can't wait for the future. And this is a really positive video with not a lot of drama in it because I wanted to keep it that way, because truly, like, things have been really great. Like, Luka and I have only had, I think, out of 3 years, I'd say like maybe 2 or 3 serious fights. But when I say serious, I mean like doesn't even last 8 hours. Like, never gone a night mad at each other. Like, we always talk about it at some point, like soon after. So yeah, things have been really great, and yeah, so thank you for watching. If you guys enjoyed this video, let me know if you want to know some more stuff about us and our relationship so far and things that have gone on between us and what will happen in the future. Let me know if this kind of video like intrigues you. And yeah, give this video a thumbs up if you like it, and hit subscribe if you want to see more videos of mine. I make new videos every week, so hit that notification bell. And yeah, thank you so much for watching, you guys. Bye.